Johnny Firestein comes into the game, a player that Coach has really enjoyed seeing develop here to the D3 game. But one thing he did point out was the ability of Firestein maybe to make a few more shots when he has that open look. He likes to pass a lot, but Coach really does believe in him.
Yeah, again, just taking the shot sometimes is always the best thing, especially when you're a pass-first type of person.
Martin stuck in the corner. Will give it off to Davis. 6-point lead for the Sea Gulls. Little floater for Davis. Misses that one as hot streak ends there. As Booth brings it up the floor, he'll hand it off over to Curry in the corner. Kearney for three. He drains it. A much-needed three-point shot there for Rowan. Now a three-point deficit.
Yeah, you saw Martin and Cortulis trying to decide who had Kearney in the corner, and no one able to get there quick enough. Good job taking advantage by the big man.
That's one thing a three-point shooting team can do, really stretch that opposing defense. So that's so far, but both teams draining some early on. Burdell driving baseline, open, Firestein for three, misses it. Rowan players battling for it there, and Booth brings it down. Driving inside, off the backboard, rebounded by Crotulis. Flying in, and the tempo keeps on churning here. Slowing it down. And Davis back in control off the foot of Harvey, and will stay with the Sea Gulls. Substitution coming in, and it's Al Leader's first minutes of the night for Blair Davis.
Interesting to see how the Sea Gulls are going to work this one now that you've got a whole new group in here working together. We'll see how they'll transition.
Yeah, Blair Davis has really been running things. Tipped away there as the pass was to Crotulis. Behind the back, Booth showing the skill. Inside, beautiful passing by this offense. Kearney converts. And Coach Sachs had enough there as an awkward timeout comes, but it is a timeout. A 1-point lead for the Sea Gulls. And Rowan, this is what this offense can do. They put together a few buckets, and they're right back with it.
Yeah, you're seeing the big men start to show off a little bit here. You talked about Booth, and now you've got Kearney as well, and they hook up on that one. Good playmaking and then showing off the range, able to knock down some threes. And Rowan, again, now they're starting to figure things out offensively, and they hanging around. They're just a dangerous team, and Coach Sachs, good job taking the timeout, realizing momentum's starting to shift a little bit, see if he can regather the team.
Yeah, and we saw what Booth can do. He's listed as a forward. He rebounds a lot, but really some great vision there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what, you know, something you need to do in a place like that, realizing that that type of pass, just a straight chest pass, might be a little challenging. Went for the bounce pass. Looks a little flashy, but hey, it works out, and, you know, nice work there by the profs.
James Foley enters the action for Lucas Martin for the Sea Gulls. Foley dealing with an injury last few games, out for 2 of them. Hasn't really played much the last 4 if you want to include those 2 outside games, but player that can really change the persona of the Salisbury team. Really a great scorer in 16 starts as a freshman with St. Mary's College of Maryland. Inside, Foley gets the touch, a foul under the basket before he got that shot off, and will stay with Salisbury.
Yeah, already 2 fouls on Kearney, so keep an eye on that. And then, yep, sure enough, he's going right to the bench, and again, another one coming in for as Ramon Wright checks in. But, and again, Salisbury, if they can get some of these bigs into foul trouble, we'll see how the offense for Rowan will make do.
Foley drives in immediately, trying to find his touch. He'll get it off the backboard end, and back to a 3-point lead for the Sea Gulls. Pressure there, a touch by Firestein. They're going to say it was a kicked ball out of play. And it will stay with Rowan, a lucky break for the Profs.
Yeah, that one right into the knee. So, you know, you have to be careful with those. It's always a tough play to make.
Nick DePersia takes it across half court. Inside, and a nice touch by Booth. Really a versatile player we're learning about in our player to watch.
Beautiful give and go with Wright and Booth, realizing that was just a straight bullet pass, panned out well.
Lucas Martin open. Nice patient give there. And he'll draw the foul in the end despite missing the shot.
A good foul there by Booth. I mean, you know, you sit there and talk about it. That was a golden opportunity for Lucas Martin to be able to pan that one in. If he misses just one, you get yourself out of a jam, a productive play.
One area really struggling for the Sea Gulls last few games, the free throw line. But draining that one is Lucas Martin, now 5 of 9 on the season. Gary Burdell heads to the bench. Jack Ferguson into the action now. Martin will have one more at the line. Player that Coach Sachs really likes his IQ, his development out there, but still battling for minutes among multiple bigs. He'll take a 3 here on another offensive rebound. They get another one with Leader. Martin again and misses that chance. We talked about how good this team is at offensive rebounding. They showed it there.
Yeah, Dayron Curry looked like he got a hand on that one, sent that one away. Great job by Rowan. We know how good they can be at the block sometimes.
Inside, quick dish right under the basket. Converting is Smierziak. And Rowan staying step for step with Salisbury, 19-19. As we approach the halfway point of this first half. And the Rowan Profs 5-4 overall. The Sea Gulls 5-3. Two teams really in need of a good non-conference resume win. Leader inside, gets it up. Martin gets back the loose ball, bouncing around again, and an offensive foul going the other way against the Sea Gulls. Rowan would have had it anyway.
Yeah, again, that looked like that was a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Profs to take advantage. So at the very least, just slow down transition. And Chris, this game, very, very interesting how it's developed. We're sitting here at 19 apiece, and early on, Salisbury completely in momentum.
Yeah, it seems so far. If you watch this game, don't look at the scoreline. It seems like Salisbury should be winning, but a lot of missed opportunities, and credit to Rowan. They're really sticking in there on the road, keeping it going. A three coming, misses that one, but a rebound there for the Profs, and they'll work it back around. Curry puts it to the floor, around Firestein. He'll get it in, a nice bump off the backboard, and now the Profs with the lead, 21-19. Quickly the other way, Barsikowski not able to get the three off there. He'll swing it around. Baseline now, Foley. Stepped out of play, and now this is the momentum you like to see if you're a Profs fan on the road, getting a feel for things, and now a 2-point lead, maybe putting something on top of it here.
Yeah, we talked about the defense for Rowan being something, but now they're starting to transition, and that defense is starting to shape up, and the offense is working in tandem, so this could bode very well for the Profs.
After that kick ball, it will be under the basket for the Profs. Curry inbounding. Nearly gave it up there. Inside now. Smierziak will get it back out. Right. Bounce pass inside off two Sea Gulls, and it will stay with Rowan, 14 on the shot clock.
It seems like Rowan now is starting to figure out a strategy. They're going right inside against Salisbury, trying to stay in the paint area and get Salisbury into some foul trouble, but so far Salisbury holding tough.
Currently, the Sea Gulls last in the CAC with 22.8 personal fouls per game. It's been really a thorn in the side as a three gets off and drains it. Curry adding to that 2-point lead. It's 5 now for Rowan on the road.
Yeah, that was a pretty step-back jumper. Had Jack Ferguson fooled.
Ferguson will swing it here. Leader puts it to the floor. Driving in, gets it up and in. A much-needed bucket for Salisbury. The outside now, Rowan. Things really going their way. It's back to a 3-point advantage for the Profs. They were down early, and now a bad pass turnover to Barsikowski. Sea Gulls pushing the tempo, but it looks like they'll try to slow it up until Barsikowski finds Foley, and a block shot there by Wright. Going the other way. And Wright, 3.1 blocks per game. We saw it right there. Leader tries the rebound, and will go back to Salisbury. So much happening there, but in the middle of it, Right, that's a shot blocking ability. You wouldn't really see it so much with his frame if you look at the roster, but one of the top shot blockers in the nation, to say the least.
Yeah, he's been tremendous this year, as you mentioned before. Those just over 3 blocks per game. He has at least a block in every single game this season, and the streak continues to live on here today.
A beautiful read there. It seemed like Barsikowski and Foley were really working a combo there. Both teams got a quick breather there as that's tipped away. Another bad turnover by Salisbury, and Curry will bring it down for the Profs. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Dish and nice read by Rowan by Wright, and that chemistry in the paint is killing Salisbury at this point.
Yeah, again, Salisbury's had one defender in the paint, and Rowan has showed exceptional passing to work their way around the defense and really finish strong at the rim.
And very impressive, but Leader, since he's come in, another bucket by him, keeping Salisbury right there, down by 3. The Profs slowing things down a bit as Curry will take over. Takes the jumper with 2 hands in his face and hits it. Since coming off the bench, Curry hitting his shots, using that momentum, and the Profs back with a 5-point advantage. Ferguson for 3, and he hits it. And for two teams that live on the three, first one in a while for the Seagulls. Now Prof slowing things down. They'll take a timeout with this 2-point advantage, and both teams look like they needed a breather at this point anyway.
Yeah, again, the tempo that both of these teams are moving at has been very exceptional. You know, shots falling left and right, and a lot of great ball movement from both of these teams going on so far early.